Hi, this is Yarrow. Thanks for joining me and watching this video here today. I want to talk to you today about two specific subjects, and these subjects have come about as what I consider probably two of the most important elements for anyone who's just getting started online to build their first internet business, or maybe their first successful internet business that you really go deep with. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I've got some success online, but I'm not really getting what I want, or perhaps you're just getting started and you're really looking for the keys to going deep in a subject area or becoming a self-sufficient business owner, then these 2 points I've noticed are really, really important, that you don't underestimate how much time you need to focus on them. Now, the reason why I'm coming to you with this issue is I've been working quite closely with some private clients lately, and also I've been working with lots of coaching students over the past 3 years, and I'm noticing that these things keep resurfacing over and over and over again as the biggest issues that people struggle with. And I think the real challenge here is how abstract these things can be. And for one of them in particular, it's not necessarily abstract, but it just takes a lot of work, and people underestimate the amount of work required. So really important you listen to this and hear what I'm saying, because if you can get these two things right, you can go very, very far in internet business. And I will be honest with you, it's because I know these two things really well myself that I've had the kind of success online that I've had. So without further ado, what exactly am I talking about here? All right, number one, this is by far the most common issue people new to the internet come up against. As a simple way of phrasing it, you could call it topic selection or niche identification, just finding a market and then a sub-niche within that marketplace to go after. But really it's a lot more than just that, and that's where people tend to stumble. They often believe that doing a bit of keyword research, a bit of online market research, checking out the competition, seeing where people currently go online and find out where the hot markets are, these are all great things, but they're not the answer to the question. They're just research tools that can help you find more indicators of a possible solution and a direction for you to take with your business. The real challenge here is actually becoming very specific with what it is you stand for to your marketplace, to your specific customer group, and then also defining who that customer group is. So you've got two sides of this fence. You've got who you are and then who your customer is, and you need to know those two things and their relationship intimately. This is not a surface level subject. And it's because of this that I think new people really struggle, because they try and find the answer to the question within a month or two. But the fact is, you really won't know your customer until you've had some prolonged experience working with them, helping them, producing content that they interact with and respond to, maybe some face-to-face time, maybe some phone coaching, maybe presenting at a workshop, some sort of time frame where you actually spend really quality time and repeat exposure to really get to know your customer and really know how you help them. This is something that takes time, and I'm really noticing a lot of people new to the internet marketing world or starting a business in general, you just don't have the inner secret knowledge about your customer to really understand where they're coming from. Obviously, the best way to know this is to actually be one of your customers to begin with. So if you're coming from a place where you used to suffer from the problem, or you've got the same need that your customer base has, and then you went along and fulfilled that need, chances are you understand what it means to feel like and be in that position that your customer is in. But even then, you still need to keep interacting with them to try and really develop a strong, specific understanding of where they're coming from. So narrowing it down, understanding the demographics of the person you're talking to, where they go online to look for information, what's the psychology they're talking in their head when it comes to finding an answer to this problem, what are the emotions involved when they talk about these issues, and what does the issue tie back into in terms of an external and tangible result in their life that the emotion is tied into. For example, a mother might want to protect her child from certain additives in food, and the product is about eating healthy, but the reason why they care so much is of protecting their children and the emotional desire they have to look after their offspring. So these are the sort of really deep-rooted things you need to research and get to know about your customer base. And unfortunately, you can never get that answer handed to you on a platter. It does take time. So right now, as you're watching this and listening to what I say, have a real think about what you know about your customer, and chances are you don't know enough. So you need to spend more time working with them, ask them more questions, really get to know what they're coming to you with as their problem, the emotions behind it, and the real world external issues they're dealing with. And the better you know that, the better you will be as a provider of a service or a product to help meet that need. So that's the number one problem I notice. The number two has more to do with, I guess, the practical implications of getting out there and delivering what it is you offer. And this all ties back into traffic. So obviously everyone online knows about the challenge of needing to get traffic. That's not new. Internet marketing has always been about getting more traffic to your website or your blog or getting more subscribers to your newsletter. That's a given. I think where people go wrong, and you might be suffering from the same problem, especially if you're struggling to get traffic, is underestimating what a long-term process traffic building really is. Yes, there are certainly some ways you can fast track your traffic growth, spend some money with some advertising, buying a lot of traffic with pay-per-click, getting some really high-level top joint venture partners to promote for you. All of these things can ramp up the growth rate of your traffic. But at the end of the day, the fact is you need to combine multiple methods of traffic generation over a long period of time before you really cement yourself as a leader in your marketplace and have a really solid base of people who pay attention to whatever messages you have out there and eventually are willing to potentially buy from you as well, or at least a small subsegment of them are. So when you're out there and you're just getting started with your business, you really need to look at traffic growth as a marathon and not a sprint. There's no quick fix when it comes to traffic growth. This is something where you have to build the castle one brick at a time over a period of time using all kinds of different materials, and eventually you will have a really solid foundation and then hopefully a really solid business as well, which has got ample amounts of traffic that comes in every day without you necessarily having to work nearly as hard as you do now at the start of the growth of your business. So that really I see as the two biggest stumbling blocks. It's getting specific on the need that you service in the marketplace and who your customer really is, their emotions and the psychology behind their problem, and then the methods you use to get in front of those people, service their problems, become known as someone who has some real quality information and help in that industry, and the methods you actually do to do that, the traffic techniques you use, and how long you do it for and how often you do it, and the fact that you're committed to doing it for as long as you're in the industry you're in. Those are the two things that you really have to be aware of and really commit to and get serious about if you want success online. These are not things you can solve overnight. You have to work on it for a period of time. So if you're feeling any frustration with those issues, that's okay. A lot of people struggle with this. You're not alone. And understand that really is the major stumbling block, that if you're committed to surpassing, you can deal with it, but just accept the fact that there is going to be some work there. But of course, it should be fun along the way. So don't forget all of this. Learning about your customer, that should be something you enjoy. Getting new people into your world by using all kinds of different traffic techniques and helping people should also be something you enjoy. So if you can combine your motivation and enthusiasm for these subjects, then although they're challenging, you will enjoy the process of fulfilling those needs. So that's all I've really got to say for you today, guys. I hope you got something out of that. There's some real, high-level thought behind some of those concepts. You definitely might want to look a lot more into redefining who your target customer is, coming up with a customer avatar. And obviously, you can never learn enough about traffic building and really going out there and testing and experiencing traffic. So if there's any outcome I would like for you to have as a result of watching this video is A, some self-reflection on those two issues as it applies to your business, but B, most importantly, some actions you go out there and to learn more about your customers and get more traffic. That really is the key. So hope you enjoyed the video. You know where to find all my videos. They're at yarrow.tv. That'll take you to my YouTube channel. And please visit my blog. It's at entrepreneurs-journey.com, or you can Google my name, which is Yarrow, Y-A-R-O. I look forward to talking to you in a future video. Catch you later.